Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. I'm the founder of the London Jewellery School, which is one of the world's largest jewellery training centres, where thousands of people come every year to learn how to make jewellery. I've helped lots of people set up their own jewellery businesses, and I've put together this little video to give you a few of my hints and tips. So today I want to share with you 5 things that I wish I had known before I started my jewellery business. So the first thing I really wish I'd known before I'd started a jewellery business was how to do a basic financial model. So what this is basically looking at the money that will be coming into the business, the money that will be going out, and working out whether it's realistic, working out whether I'm giving myself a chance, whether there's a possibility that I'm going to be able to actually make it a successful business. And this is something that is pretty simple and basic to do, but when I first started my jewellery business, I had no business training, and I think, like a lot of creatives, I didn't really focus on the kind of business or financial side of things. I just focused on learning how to make and create and do all the fun things that I enjoyed doing, and buried my head a bit in the sand about the financial aspects. But I did learn the hard way, and about a year in, I did some real financial modelling, which helped me understand where my business was going and what I needed to do to make it more sustainable in the long run. So building a basic financial model is pretty simple. All you need to do is work out all your costs that you're going to be spending out on, all of the kind of overheads you're going to have, materials, anything else that you're going to be spending, not just per piece but just generally in your business as a whole. And I normally pick a period, so maybe like 6 months. When you've been going a bit longer, you could do it for a year, but to start with, just 6 months, working out what you think you're going to spend, including marketing, advertising, anything else that you'll need, and then working out how many pieces you think you're going to sell and for how much, and just very basically working out, is it realistic, is it something that you're going to be able to do, and if not, what can you do to change that. So to give a really basic example, if I know that for the next 6 months I need to make £100 a week from my jewellery, and each piece I sell is around £20 each, obviously that's 5 pieces a week, but if I know that I'm going to be spending out £50 a week, then I need to sell 2 or 3 more to be able to make what I need. Basically, with financial modelling, it's all about getting it down on paper, getting it out of your head, because it's so easy to kind of be like, I know roughly in my head what I'm going to do, but getting it out on paper, getting a calculator, and just playing around with the figures and working out what would you need to sell in order to break even and or make a profit, and are you giving yourself a chance? So that's the first thing that I really wish I had done at the beginning of my jewellery business. So aside from the financial aspects, the other thing I really wish that I had considered more when I first started my jewellery business was, what did I want out of it? What was my vision, and what was unique about me? So I knew that I wanted to learn how to make jewellery, I knew that I wanted to make it and sell it, and I knew I wanted people to buy it, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to do that was going to be different, that was going to make me stand out from everyone else, and also certain things that I didn't want to do. For example, I didn't want to go into mass producing and just making the same piece over and over again, because I didn't enjoy that aspect of it. And I think if you can set those kind of standards at the beginning and work out for yourself what you want, then that really helps with the rest of the business. Now, when I started my jewellery business, I was making and selling, and now I run a jewellery school, which is obviously a different type of jewellery business. So you can obviously change your vision and your goals and the kind of things that you want out of your business over time, but I wouldn't be afraid to kind of assign yourself a task that this is what you want, this is what's going to be unique about you, and adapt it as you go along. But without the vision in place, it's very easy to get lost, to take on any kind of work, and to end up not really enjoying what you're doing. And most people set up jewellery businesses or creative businesses because it's a passion and it's something that they want. So yes, the second thing is having a clear vision for my business. And the third thing I really wish I had known before I started my jewellery business is how long it would take. I think I was extremely optimistic and thought within a couple of weeks, well, I was up and running in a couple of weeks, but I thought I'd be, making enough to live on, and well, I was hopeful that I would be, and I wasn't. I would say, and I generally do say to people, that it takes between 2 to 3 years really to be able to make a living from a business, or even for it to make a substantial amount of profit. And so you need to be able to find a way to allow for that. Now, most people carry on working in a sort of day job and set up their business doing evenings and weekends, which can be quite stressful. It can be a lot of time, but it's an investment for the future, and that's often how it's done. But yes, I don't tend to encourage people to leave their job straight away, which is what I did, and go and set up a business, because it definitely takes time. No matter how much work you put in, you have to build up an audience, you have to build up trust in your name and your brand as a jeweller, and yes, give yourself plenty of time so that you can do everything you need to build your jewellery business. The fourth thing that I wish I'd known before I started my jewellery business is the importance of marketing and how much time I would need to spend marketing my work. And I'm using the term marketing loosely. It can mean anything from websites, online, social media, to offline advertising, PR, and going to fairs and events, exhibiting. So there's a whole host of things you can do as a jeweller to promote your work. I think anyone looking to go into this field or looking to set up a jewellery business, you do have to be aware that there's going to be a lot of time spent on that. Now, for me, I'm quite passionate about the business side as well, so I love doing the marketing and the social media and interacting with customers and all of that, but it's not for everyone. So one solution to this that some people do is to have a partner in business, somebody who's more excited about those things than you perhaps, or it's just something that you build up as you go along. And although the term business can seem quite boring and not something that you'd want to do, when you're doing it for your own work, it is a lot more exciting, because you're engaging with customers that want to know about your product, to know about your story, and to know about you essentially, and what you're doing, and how your jewellery got to be where it is. So it's a lot more exciting than it might first seem. But yes, the importance of marketing, taking beautiful pictures, and the amount of time you're going to need to spend on that is really something to be aware of from the get-go. Last but not least, the fifth thing that I wish I'd known from the start is that it is possible. And it is possible to start a jewellery business. It is possible to be successful. It is possible to make a living from it. It's by no means easy. As I said, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of effort, a fair amount of financial commitment often, and lots of late nights and weekends. But if it's something you're passionate about, something that you want to do, there's no reason why you can't. When I first started out, a lot of people didn't really have the faith that I wish they had in me, or in the jewellery sector in general, and kind of said, jewellery isn't really an area that you can make money from. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, that's for sure. It takes a lot of time, but it is possible. I've done it, lots of other people have done it, and it's just about choosing something that you love, making sure you have something that's unique about you, listening to your customers, and progressing each day to make it more and more successful. So those are the 5 things I wish I'd known before I started my jewellery business. I hope they're helpful for you and help you to make the right decisions for your jewellery business. And until next time, ciao!